going on. I just freaking basically pitched this little Tomahawk I made here. It's basically cedar wood. It's knotty. So look, normally knotty wood is stronger. The knots are actually stronger than just straight timber. Kind of like when you break a bone and it heals back. It is stronger. Look at this one. Kind of looks like eyeballs, don't it? Freaking Anyway, look. This is the final step that I wasn't realizing. Like, there's a video called Anishinaabe Natural Scientists, and it's kind of like knowing how to, like, look, during their time there was no nails. There wasn't metal working like there was now. If there was any, it was really generic, just like basically taking some rocks and smashing copper down into plates. But I seen they did this in the Bible too. Like, I got this book called Everyday Life in Bible Times, and it has taught me a great amount of stuff. Like, look. So basically, this right here is straps of leather mixed with pitch that came from a pine tree. There's another kind of pitch you can get, which I imagine is kind of like a crude oil type of a thing, or like the tar pits in California. But this actually comes from a pine tree, or a conifer. I went and extracted a bunch of this stuff myself, and basically you get like a screen and a container, and then melt it, and so it gets all the gunk out of it, and it just becomes like this black, like tar glue type of a stuff. And this is it's what Indians used to attach arrowheads to the shaft. Is this stuff right here, and basically it's a mix of, see how it's them shinies in there? That's a little like glass ground up, because I've been napping glass to make arrowheads, and other stuff like clay, ceramic and glass and stone. But I just crushed some stone, like this stuff right here. Look, this is old dirty wood, like old wood that's like fell off a tree, an old stump, and it gets dried out. Stuff is like almost like spongy, but I use that crushed up, charcoal from the fire crushed up, and this stuff right here. This is my napping station right here. But what's crazy is my mom showed me this, that in her Bible, she said the cat freaking attacked it. And it's like it put its hand, like, look at my hand right now. Check this out. You know what I'm saying? In the book, it looked like the cat laid its hand on Genesis, like around 6, and it went and like made like a cat handprint right there. And I was looking at it, and it said that Noah made an ark, which he used pitch, which is this right here, this stuff, and gopher wood. And the funniest thing about it is I've been obsessed since I've been started going to the river with finding this stuff. I call it beaver wood, which it's like the beavers cut down trees and little saplings, and they chew off all the bark, and it's awesome wood. Like, it's really like vital. It's like basically you could swing it full strength and hit something with it and it won't break, and it floats too. And it says it's unidentified wood, because I already looked this up. Gopher wood. The ark was built with gopher wood and pitch. So what's crazy to me is it says, as in the times of Noah, so shall it be when Christ returns. You know what I'm saying? So in a weird way, I've been trying to rediscover, like, basically Albert Einstein says World War III will be fought with atomic bombs, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. So if I survive WW3, I'll be all ready for WW4. You know what I'm saying? With this recent going back and trying to rediscover some of this old technology, like in the time when there was no nails, no metallurgists. This is what they used, and this was like a special job. It was almost like a Levite type character, and the Indians was the guy who would work with this stuff to make binding material for their weapons and their tools, like this axe head right here. It's just a metal scrap, but in their time they would use like a shoulder blade of a moose, and then they would, like, just grind it on a rock. Same thing, fix it to a stick, a nice sturdy stick like this, and apply this stuff to it. Same thing with the arrows, and other uses for it as well. But it basically is a waterproofer. You use it also on canoes to waterproof your canoe and take your bark and bind your bark together. You would put a coat on the outside, and on the seams you would put it on the inside of this stuff. And basically you add this stuff to it right here, this powdery old wood or ground up freaking rock and or clay, whatever, and mix it in with this, and then kind of burn it a little bit, and then dip it in some water and burn it again, and you just keep molding it until it becomes kind of a putty. And basically this is leather straps, and the leather straps, once they're mixed with pitch, they basically bind into one object. So even though it's a strap just wrapped around a few straps, and some other materials, I think I got some wire in there under it too, but this is my first job right here that I've ever done with this. Just like this is my first Tomahawk I've ever made, so it freaking works, man. It looks decent enough, sure I could probably only whack a few people in the head with it and it'd probably break, but like I said, look, I'm just experimenting here. I'm not an expert. But come to find out, this is a Noah type of Noah had this kind of an understanding of the pitch and the different kinds of wood, natural wood. You got to think during their time, same thing, like in Noah's time. What was the times like? Same thing with the Indians. Why did they do stuff like this? Well, they didn't have no modern technology, and this is ancient technology, and it works. It's what's the word I'm looking for right here? Not convenient, but anyway, it works. So, and it just takes a bit of thought and ingenuity to figure this stuff out. But like I even said, with the Indians pitching the canoe, pitching their